Well, thank you guys for coming out today to our second support group. We're going to be talking about diabetes again. This is something that each and every one of us has that we struggle with. And so we're just sitting here and we're going to talk about it to kind of help get our thoughts out on the table and to help each other out with our issues. The thing that I would like to focus on today is about food. I know that when I started off, when I found out I had diabetes, there was a lot of things over there I had to adjust with my diet. And it was frustrating. So I wanted to kind of get your guys' thoughts and what kind of things that made you guys frustrated, and then maybe we can help each other out on what we can do and ways that we can improve our diets and become healthier as we're going through this challenge.
Can I say something?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think one of the hardest things for me was giving up all the syrup that I could have, when I was eating my pancakes in the morning. That was probably the best thing.
But like, what if you just went to the gym more? Would that solve everything?
Well, I guess it could, maybe not the whole diabetes.
You just kind of even it all out.
But going to the gym, I don't have time to go to the gym.
What about like just walking?
If I could just do my diet, that would just be great.
Yeah, and so I mean, we want to make sure we do have a good diet, but then also physical activity is an important thing as well. Even if it's, we might not be able to make it to the gym, but as we're taking those steps to try to maybe increase the, like instead of, parking a little bit further away from the grocery store, so we walk a little bit further, or walking to work, or riding our bikes. These are different opportunities for us to just make ourselves a little bit more physically active. Do you think those are some things that possibly could help you out?
Yeah, maybe. I just, I have breathing problems. My lungs, I've got asthma, and when I exercise,
just like sitting on a bike, isn't that pretty easy? Just at a mellow pace.
No, not when you have asthma as bad as I do.
Just take your inhaler with you.
You're not helping me.
So yeah, we want to make sure that everybody's problems are heard, so we don't want to step on anybody's toes. But so as we're discussing today, keep some options that might be open, some things that you might hear that you can maybe adjust to yourself, so that you can find ways that it can help you out.
Okay.
We might not need to completely solve the problem now, but there's a way that you can maybe adjust things and just think about that later on for yourself.
Okay.
So I know that one thing that bothered me is, and one as we can tell, that I do struggle with my weight, and one of the problems is because I drink a lot of soda, and so that was one of the biggest issues when it came to me.
You just gotta replace it with something, man.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I had to do. And I tried to do the whole diet soda, but it wasn't. To me, it was not the.
What about diet soda, man? Like I hear like Zero Coke, man. Good stuff.
And I did try that out, but then I felt that maybe I should go above and beyond, kind of like you stated before, and avoid the soda in general. And so that's what I did. So what are some different things that you guys struggled with, or some different things that you guys miss in your diet? Go ahead.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I would have to say probably not being able to, not just my diet, but my exercise regimen. I mean, I didn't used to have to exercise all the time, but now that this has come up, now the doctor's order is to exercise, and that's not my favorite thing. He says you always have to do.
Just get a gym partner, man. Gym partners, they're golden.
Yeah.
They'll kind of give you that motivation.
That's a good idea. I could try that.
And yeah, absolutely. And thank you for your comment. I do appreciate that and how you feel about things. But yeah, maybe a gym partner might help, and just those small things that will help you out.
That's a really good idea.
I have something. So for me with diet, I hate vegetables. So I'm supposed to have to start eating them more, and I just don't like them, and I don't know how to get them into my diet, and I just.
Not bad, really.
Celery, throw a little peanut butter on top, boom.
I've done that, yeah.
Or like carrots, throw a little extra ranch on top,
What we can maybe do is it sounds like each and every one of us has different diets that we use and different things, recipes that we might have. So maybe for our next meeting, we can all bring in a few different recipes that we use that help us out, that involve like vegetables and different things that we enjoy with our new diet, and then we can compile like a little cookbook that we can give each other.
As long as your recipes don't have tomatoes, I don't like those.
Okay, yeah, and if they might have tomatoes in there, you can just maybe not add them to your.
Yeah, maybe.
So.
Then that'll kill the recipe totally.
No, and it could in some things, but it doesn't have to. You can always substitute it with other things as well.
I'd like to think that the tomatoes actually enhance the salad and makes the whole thing a lot better to taste.
They're just so slimy and seedy.
You might be able to try switching out your tomatoes with like hard-boiled eggs. I mean,
That's a good source of protein as well. So yeah, see, we have some different options and stuff, and that's another thing we can also do is we can next time we meet, sit down and find different substitutes that we can use on those different recipes for things that we don't like. So, but let's go ahead and make that as a goal. We're going to go ahead and compile 2 or 3 recipes that you guys like, and then next week we'll meet up and we'll sit down and go over those. Okay. So what about yourself? What are some things that you miss?
I miss ice cream.
Miss ice cream.
It's overrated.
You know, it's really not. Ice cream just, it's so cold and good, and, you know, when I can't have it, it
It's all about
bums
the
me
chips
out,
and
you know?
soda and dip,
It bums
you know.
me out.
Yeah,
Before the sporting games, those are the best.
Makes it hard to follow a good diet when I can't eat all the things that I want.
I do miss the ice cream.
yeah, ice cream is I do enjoy ice cream as well as the chips and the other things as stated before. As we're going through this focus group, let's make sure that we let everybody state their opinion first or talk their part first, and before we kind of interrupt them, we want to make sure that everyone's heard.
Of course.
But
We can try.
Yeah. But have you tried to do anything to substitute from ice cream? Some things that maybe a healthier
I've
option?
tried some low sugar fruit bars.
Those are
They
good.
taste
Those
like
sound
crap
gross.
because they have no sugar. I just don't like them. But
Maybe
you know.
again, just maybe eat a little ice cream here and there, and then just hit up the gym, or replace it with something else throughout the day.
my doctor said not to. So
Let's go ahead. What were you
I
going to say?
was just going to say, I mean, as diabetes is just so important to us, I think we'd be willing to do whatever it takes to help us feel better.
Yeah, but doesn't ice cream, like you said, make you feel a little better? It makes me feel good on a hot day, so.
It does. That's
And I mean, there's other options that we could do other than ice cream. I mean, I did enjoy ice cream myself, but one thing that I actually do is I take fresh fruit and I break those up and I kind of make my own fruit bars, so I don't have to deal with the
sugar.
imitation sugars and stuff like that. Which
That fruit
makes it
sometimes
good.
has that fruit, or it has that sugar we don't need.
Well, it does have a natural sugar to it, but it's not going to do as much damage to our body as the artificial sugars that we get, as well as the actual sugar, the granulated sugars that we purchase in the stores. So yeah, we still want to be careful, but I mean, we don't want to completely adjust everything in our lives and ruin our lives because of this, but we want to make those steps that'll help us out. So maybe that's an option for you, so that you can try that out. Give it some thought and some different fruits that you might like. And then, so chips, you were saying was one of yours?
Oh yeah, man. Love those chips.
Yeah, and so is there anything that you found that could help substitute for that?
Like sometimes here and there I'll get some potato skins or something, or the pork rinds. Those aren't totally full of sugar, so just things like that to replace with.
That's good. And it sounds like you're big into exercising, is that?
Oh yes, gotta exercise daily. Number one thing.
That's good. And by exercising, have you noticed that's helped you out with?
Yeah, it helps you kick some of the drive from, desires of healthy foods. If you can just go and burn it all off, and then you're tired, then you're really not thinking about it as much.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad that helps you out. And maybe that's going to also be an example to us. And I mean, as he said, not only is it he's just doing it because of the diabetes, but it's also helping him out in his everyday life besides diabetes. So let's find those different things in our lives that could possibly help us out. That helps out with the diabetes, but also helps us with other things like stress and everything else. All right. Is there any other comments that need to be made?
Just good to see everyone again. We'll keep working hard.
I'm really glad to be here.
Well, thank you guys for your.
I'll try harder, I guess. It's just so hard.
You guys are doing a great job. Just keep it up. That's where we're having these groups that just help each other out. So thank you guys.
All right.
Thanks. Shall we switch?
Kind of feel like
Oh, which way are we going?
whichever.
This way.
Oh, the complainer.
I kind of want to check it and see if it's working right or not.
Yeah, go ahead and check it.
Go ahead and check
Because
it.
we can always, I think.
Yeah, you can edit it, cut it out and stuff.
Should I just